I'm David Dye. This is the World Cafe. This week's World Cafe next artist is singer-songwriter Thelma Plum, part of our Sense of Place visit to Sydney, Australia. Thelma is a young singer-songwriter now living in Sydney who first came to prominence winning the Triple J Indigenous Music Competition in 2012. She has a unique sound, which we heard first on her 2014 EP Monsters. She joined us in Sydney in front of our World Cafe travel adventurers and began with an untitled new song, which may be called Future Kids. Thelma Plum.
Older, mean, and so her away with just one look. Forever young, don't feel so good now. Forever young, don't feel so good. The sound of heart and surprise we play. The ones that we love when we walk away. We cannot hide from this. We are the future kids. If we start over again, maybe we could still be friends. If we start over again, we are the future kids. We are the future. We are the future. We are the future. We are the future kids. And now I'm older, older with dreams. I've taught me how to love myself. But even expecting heartbreak still get lonely sometimes. I know you did nothing's wrong, but you still have me, that's right. And surely that's enough to help you earn and go to sleep at night. The sound of heart makes the price we pay. The ones that we love when we walk away. We cannot hide from this. We are the future kids. When we start over again, maybe we could
This song is called Candles, and it's off my last EP, Monsters.
So badly, you wanted me to work, 'cause I'm the one who loved you first. Wanna find somebody who wants to love my body, pretend not to be sad when I'm the best you ever had, and now you're back. And now you're back. To sleep at night with you and I'm lying by my side. I'm the girl with the mascara eyes and no place left to hide, and I've been there. And now I'm back. I never hated myself more than yesterday. Yesterday was a mistake and now I feel like I'm dying. And I feel like a child seeing shadows moving dark in the night. If I could stare at myself, I would leave and light this soul on fire. But instead I'm lying naked on the bathroom floor and crying.
Thelma Plum, our sense of place, Sydney guest today on the World Cafe, and that is, as she mentioned, Candles, going back to the latest EP that came out in 2014 called Monsters. Seeing as this is your first time on the show, can we go way back and kind of talk about how you got interested in music to begin with? I know you went to college in Brisbane at one point.
I did, yes. I went to a music college there, which was called Music Industry College. And it was, I went there the first year that it opened. It was a school for people who didn't really fit in a normal school, I guess, which was very much me. So my amazing parents who are sitting in the audience. But they made sure that I guess I got to go somewhere where I could learn with music, which was like really cool. Yeah.
What had you been doing before that?
I was in school.
Yeah. Anything musically at all?
Yeah, well, I've been writing and I've been singing my whole life since I can remember, before I could walk and talk. Well, probably not before I could talk, because like realistically, like,
Got it. Got it. Contrast Rosie and Monsters for us. How old were you when Rosie came out, and what was your writing like then? There was a lot of heartbreak, as if I've heard the songs right.
Yeah, heartbreak. I was 16. Oh. I was 16 when I wrote my Rosie EP, which I named after my beautiful Kelpie, Rosie, who was the greatest dog in the world. That was the first time I ever had my heart broken. It was my high school, my first love. So he broke up with me and I was so devastated. I thought I was going to die. But then I realised that kind of happens and you get over it and you're okay in the end. But definitely writing those songs helped me with that process.
That's one way to look at these differences between these two albums, subject matter. But the real changes is how they sound and what went on with you, and what were your thoughts about changing things up?
Before I made my Monsters EP, which sonically sounded, I guess, a lot more, had a lot more electronic sort of sound. But I've always had this idea to make music that is like, is bigger and sounds really big. But I grew up in the country, so I guess not that has anything to do with like me not being able to play electronic music, but I just used to play guitar and piano, and that's how I would write, and that's the only way that I kind of knew how to make my music. And so once I started meeting people and meeting other producers who had these ideas in my mind of what I wanted it to sound like, but I had no idea how to do that sort of stuff. So I found someone, M Phases, who's a really cool hip-hop producer, and I had this idea that I was like, I want to bring my folk, because before that I was very folky, and my music was very much, guitar-based, but I had this idea to mix his hip-hop production with my folky sound, and I think it was kind of cool.
Definitely. It must be fun to write to beats in that way, right?
Yeah, it is really fun. Yeah, and a very different approach to writing for me.
You seem to like to collaborate.
I do. I love collaborating.
Did I read something about you and Dave from Gang of Youth?
Yeah.
Working together?
We did. We wrote a song together a few weeks ago. It's really pretty. I very much like it. He was amazing to work with. The best.
Are you getting tired of people asking when's the next album coming?
No, I'm not. But really soon. I'm trying to make sure that this is my first album, so I want it to be, this is like my baby. I want it to be really important and really special to me. So I just am probably being like a little bit too overcritical, but also it's my baby. I can do what I want. So.
Yes, indeed. Well, what do you want to do next? You want to do some new stuff, or do you want to?
I think I might play a song by myself on the guitar. So this song is called Father Said, and I wrote this. This was actually the song that I was unearthed for with Triple J. I wrote this. I actually have the video. There's a video on YouTube of when I actually wrote this song, and I was sitting next to my dog Rosie, and I had shaved head. I had no hair. I don't know. It was after the breakup. So anyway, you can. This is that song. Sailing past the wind, my father said, now son, don't help me out. You're sailing past the wind, my father said, now son, don't help me out. And now he's crying now for love, and now he's working up from above. He's sailing pursuing, my father said, now son, don't help me out. He's
sail and push the wind, push the wind. Oh. My father said, now son, don't help me out. And now he's crying, crying out for love. And now he's working up from above. Dum 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 de dum. Dum 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 de dum. Thank you very much.
Thelma Plum live today on the World Cafe, live from Sydney, and the studio's 301. And I realize we've been talking about this Triple J Unearthed, and we talk about it a lot on the World Cafe, and I'm not entirely sure what it means. Is it a judged prize? Is it a contest? Or how does it work?
All right, so I don't even, to be honest, I don't think anyone understands Triple J Unearthed. It's a mystery. You can submit a track online, and then people can listen to it and rate it. And there's a good chance if you put a song on Triple J Unearthed, that Triple J will play it if they like it.
Did it help your career?
100%. Yeah, for sure. I don't think I would have been. I wouldn't be where I am right now without Triple J. They've really, really supported me.
Cool.
Since the beginning.
I have to tell you, in getting on the internet and researching your music, and I was kind of overwhelmed by so many posts about a couple of incidents that you've spoken out on. One of them is one which I think people in the U.S. will be really at least interested in hearing about, which is a couple of men painted themselves black, put on Indigenous markings, and thought that was an appropriate way to go to a party.
Yeah.
And you used social media, you got all over this. And what was the reaction to you, and how did that make you feel, I guess, is part of it?
It made me feel really sad, and also it's 2016. We know it's not okay to paint ourselves black. And do blackface. It's not okay. And I don't know, it was really sad. It was really disappointing. And they just thought it was such a joke. But when I called them out about it, and when I said that, there are still a lot of people that didn't see what they did as, inappropriate, which if I say it's inappropriate, or if another Aboriginal person or another black person says it's inappropriate, it's inappropriate.
Yeah, and inappropriate is you're being kind.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm being kind. I'm not going to do the other way.
Was there any upside to it? Did you get any positive response?
Well, look, I guess the upside to this stuff is, speaking about it, is people become more aware, and people also, you can't, I guess, next time there's probably, you can't really use the excuse of just being ignorant and, not knowing, because it's 2016 and we know.
Another issue that you've spoken out on is one that may be new to us from the U.S. It's the issue of Captain Cook, and the predominant kind of European version of history was that he discovered Australia, and I'm made to make you a spokesperson for the Aboriginal people, but the other perspective is that he invaded the continent.
Yeah.
And that must be frustrating that your viewpoint is not represented really at all.
That was on, I guess you guys have it, it's like Sunrise. I guess you guys have something like that, a morning show. Then they had a panel, and they were discussing, because there's a huge conversation at the moment going on in Australia about changing the date of what we call Australia Day, but I myself refer to this day as Invasion Day. This is a really sad day for Aboriginal people. It brings back a lot of trauma. Anyway, they had this discussion about it, and I just was so amazed, so gobsmacked that they just didn't have an Aboriginal person on the panel to talk about it. There was five white people speaking about about this date, and them just saying, well, you know, we don't see the need, and it's like, well, it would be nice if we were represented.
Yeah.
Yeah, in mainstream media.
And has there been further discussions with these your views represented at least?
You know, Triple J at the moment are having a big conversation right now about changing the date, and you know, I think probably it will eventually happen, and then we'll look back, you know, in 30 years and we'll be really sad, and we won't be able to believe that we treated Aboriginal people this way in this country. I'm sure I think it's, you know, the same in your country. Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Thelma Plum is our guest, and we're hearing music from a couple of EPs and beyond. And Thelma, what's next?
I'm going to sing a song called Swimming After Dark. Me and my brother were fighters from a very young age, and we haven't spoken in 10 years, but I guess that's just how it goes. Now my big old house has nothing in it. When my friends come round for dinner, they leave their shoes on, 'cause they don't wanna stay for too long. No, they don't wanna stay for too long. Please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause my fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. Please don't pull out this knife from my heart, 'cause it's all that he left for me, all that he left for me. And please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause my fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. I know he fought you so hard, it's not fair. I like things, he always comes and goes. And he was standing at the door, saying, please don't let it close. Now his big old heart has nothing in it. When his friends come round for dinner, they leave their shoes on, 'cause they don't wanna stay for too long. No, they don't wanna stay for too long. Please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause my fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. Please don't pull out this knife from my heart, 'cause it's all that he left for me, all that he left for me. And please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause the fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. Please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause my fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. Please don't pull out this knife from my heart, it's all that he left for me, all that he left for me. Oh, please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause my fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. Please don't go swimming after the dark, 'cause my fire, the one's left in me, fire, the one's left in me. Oh, okay. I have just one more song to play. Thank you so much for being so kind and a very nice audience. And yeah, you didn't have to clap. Thanks for having me. I hope I can come and have another chat with you, but maybe in your country. This song is called How Much Does Your Love Cost? And it was off my last EP, Monsters.
Mama told me to be happy, 'cause you always get what you want. Don't speak, you said I'll have your love, but not how much it will cost. Mama told me when I was a baby, I'd love you but I don't. Don't speak, I hope you're happy, 'cause I think I paid what you want. And by the time I call, your love had been sold to everyone else but me. And maybe when I know I'm speaking in gold, you will be willing to see. And we've been, should be, trying to color in these love, but it's too hard. Can I be holding this little stone, 'cause you say it's all I've been stars. Your love comes, bad stars. Your love comes, bad stars. Your love comes, bad stars. Your love comes. Not a soldier, not a fighter, but I will stand my ground. And now I'm older, I'm not your daughter. You don't deserve my love now. And by the time I call, your love had been sold to everyone else but me. And maybe when I know I'm speaking in gold, you will be willing to say. And we've been, should be, trying to color in each love, but it's too hard. Can I be holding this little stone, 'cause you said it's all I've ever started. Your love comes, bad stars. Your love comes, bad stars. Your love comes, bad stars. Your love comes. 'Cause I'm the best thing you ever had, but you're too busy putting flies. 'Cause I'm the best thing you ever had, but you're too busy putting flies. Said I'm the best thing you ever had, but you're too busy putting flies. And I'm the best thing you ever had, but you're too busy putting flies. Oh, bad stars. Your love comes, 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 bad stars. Your love comes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thelma Plum, everybody. Our Central Place Sydney on the World Cafe. Thelma, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Being
Oh,
here.
sorry. Thank you for. Sorry, I was very wrapped up in that moment that was about me. Thank you, so much for having me. I've had a lot of fun.
Great.